Gentlemen, hey, 945, welcome to the stream. Someone did it. Thank you for joining, jumping into the queue as well. We're getting into game number 3 right now, but you know XLNC is going to be doing some more games afterwards as well. We ain't nearly done yet, as Neb going to be starting us off when it comes to the bans.
Oh, the Jax ban coming in because Jax just runs it down and kills 2 people.
He's
That's
super
what I
strong,
like to
especially late games, split push or team fight. Let me ask really quick, Mystic, are you interested in doing the color analysis, or do you want to do the hype craziness?
I can just do whatever if you want me to do something specific.
Why don't you do the play-by-play? Why don't you try out the play-by-play? I'll probably jump in occasionally as well, but whenever there's a fight breaking out, you just go crazy with the hype.
Alright.
Alright, we got Yasuo and a Lee Sin and a Kali banned away. Just some of those power picks. Not too shocked about that. Lee Sin, especially banned against Neb. But he said that there's a different champion that he's been playing a lot more, so maybe he'll be bringing that out tonight. Yasuo, I don't think against anyone specifically. Commander C, I know one of his favorite champions to play is that Scion. Let me plays all over the place, but has played a decent amount of support before. Catnator's
The
ADC.
rank are banned so that he can't one-shot the ADC. They're protecting the ADC.
Bedbacker, should you do something fun? Should you sweat? No, just something fun. It's a for fun night, man. It's a for fun night. Do something fun. Bring the sweat on a Tuesday night. What do I want
On
to
a Wednesday
see?
morning.
If you're playing in the jungle, I want to see
the Oriana jungle.
I mean, Brand's actually pretty close.
I honestly thought that was like a different person joined the call.
Yeah, welcome to my voices, my voiceovers. Wait, Zeno used a pass for game number 3. Ripperito, Zeno Renos. I apologize. I completely forgot. Zeno, you're gonna have to forgive me. Yeah, you used a stream pass for game number 3, and I completely whiffed on it because my brain is in 1,000 places all at the same time. You'll have to blame me. That's a stream pass I'll grant back to you, though you probably won't care, and you'll say just keep the bits anyway, as you did. Thresh, Cassiopeia, picked up by MurderPenguins.
I've seen a lot of...
Good in their own right. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I've seen a lot of Thrushes lately for the past like month or something. It's been a common pick.
Yeah, he's
Usually very effective.
really good at layering CC, and when paired with a couple of champions on your team that can make use of that layering of CC, it's really nice. Good skirmishing champion, not best at the 5v5, so we'll see how much pressure he's able to put out in the bottom lane as the Oriana and Varus grabs inside Team Pumpkin.
Oriana and Brand probably make some good team fighting potential.
Yeah, that ultimate from Oriana, Shockwave, grabbing people, bringing them into a center for Brand to throw down the Pyroclasm. It's just going to bounce between everybody, dealing insane amounts of damage. And what I love on top of it all is the Varus, who his Corrupting Chains ultimate, I don't think that's the right name, but it still sounds cool, can snare people up enough to be able to set up for the rest of the teams to follow through. The main key is where are they going to bring some tankiness? They need a front line. They need something like an Alistar or something like a Galio. Something that can take the brunt of the damage, be the one to actually step in front of those Thresh hooks, and the rest of the team can then follow through. As I like the Talia ban, making sure that roaming jungle mid lane champion is off the table. Because it's Catnator playing Cassiopeia. He could take that champion anywhere. You look wonderful. I love it. Best look in the world. So beautiful. So beautiful. Cat here, scared of your Talia? Absolutely. Who wouldn't be? I would be terrified of it. Fortunately, I don't have to play against it. I just get to cast as other people deal with it. And of course, I'm on the wrong scene, breaking everything. That's how Jake
I've honestly wanted to try playing against it a couple of times, but never had the moment.
Never had the time. Is Jin going to be grabbed by Commander C2121? All right, interesting choice. Interesting choice. I like the range engage. Pairs nicely with the Thresh. You can set people up with CC, then grab the root afterwards to make sure they don't go anywhere.
I feel like the Bard ult could also contribute to their team fight potential, because like he ults them, and then the Oriana gets time to set up her ult.
The other thing that's nice about it is a lot of the champions, especially that Oriana and Brand, are not only squishy, but are cooldown based. So they're gonna need to have a reset on those cooldowns, and that Bard ult could keep them, safe until the cooldowns come out. What I'm concerned about is if they get just bursted down super fast, especially by maybe a Kindred in the jungle or an Urgot damage can just burst the Orianna or Brand before they're able to actually be ulted by the Bard. Though he could use it aggressively as well. Bard's one of those weird champions. He always kind of changes things in the game. Hey, saying Bob, the guy you're talking to is a 13-year-old?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh, all right. Well, this is also a reason why we keep the stream PG, ladies and gentlemen. You, Mystic, you're safe to tell your mother that you play on a PG stream where we keep it clean for the children's. All right, Crazilla Jippers with that Tryndamere. We're gonna go ahead and roll through the players and their champions. I'm gonna try my very hardest to predict where on earth these players are gonna go. For the side of Team Pumpkin, Neb taking the Brand. Yeah, you guessed it, in the jungle. Marcus D taking the Orianna in the mid lane. It's not that hard to say. I was just having a weird time with it. Nova taking the Varus, bottom lane AD carry role, and Steezy Doinks coming back with the Bard. This time the supportive role as Crazilla Jimpers with the Tryndamere in the top lane.
Wait, is Cassiopeia going jungle?
It looks like Cat is taking Cassiopeia in the jungle.
I
I love this so much.
This could be. Oh, I remember that one Ultimate Bravery game where we had Cassiopeia jungle, and it just failed completely.
Go ahead and run through MurderPenguins if you wouldn't mind.
Alright, so on Catinator playing Cassiopeia in the jungle, Valsir playing Thresh, most likely support, Urgot playing Akiro Land playing Urgot top lane, Commander C 2121 playing Jhin ADC, and Let Me Play 2013 playing Kindred mid lane.
Alright, if you had to predict a team to win, which team would you do it and why? Well, I type a tweet out talking about the Brand jungle and Cassiopeia jungle. This is just...
I mean, I actually played some Brand jungle, did pretty good, some S games.
Alright, well, why don't you analyze that? Tell us about what did you build? What's the kind of route that you go? How?
Well, I mean, that was also probably like half a year ago when I did that, so I would probably predict that Team Pumpkin would probably win because they got a Tryndamere to go into the front line, and he just doesn't die for like 5 seconds. So however tanky Urgot is, he probably like can't match that amount of survival. So then they got the Bard, Orianna, Brand, and Varus to do some AoE damage and wipe the MurderPenguins team out.
Still typing up the tweet. I apologize that I take way too long to type. This is why I play that typing game, to try to improve my speed when it comes to doing this sort of thing. But there we go. Brand jungle versus a Cassiopeia jungle. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. If I had to predict a team to win... Hey, it's Jace's. Welcome. Oh, Lemur says he votes for the Orianna team. Lemur, it's been a while. How you doing? How are you doing? Is it just team night? No, Sajaces. This is the Random for Fun Thursday night free play. Look at the title. If it says free play, it's free play. Anyone can join. If it is a team night, you're gonna see that in the title as well. It'll be stream team or bring your own team or any of those sorts of things. Okay, to the game. I love Team Pumpkin's overall ridiculous composition, but I think that MurderPenguins has a bit more of a standard comp besides that Cassiopeia in the jungle, which of course is going to change things up a little bit. Just a touch, guys, just a little bit. So, hey, so Jason's putting 50 on Team Pumpkin. All right. Mystic, who did you say you thought was going to be able to take the win? I forget.
Team Pumpkin because of their AoE.
Okay, all right, I like that. The Wombo combo with that Orianna and Brand. I'm gonna then support MurderPenguins, but mostly because of the name. I mean, MurderPenguins, you can't get better than that. But no, I think they've got some pretty good opportunities with that Thresh to land some hooks on the squishier champions, drag them into a fight that they don't want to be a part of, set up the CC chains with the Jhin and that ultimate from the Cassiopeia as well. Urgot is a fantastic front line when he gets 1 to 2 items underneath his belt, can go that tanky route. Probably not, but could go the tanky route and would be a really good front line paired with that Thresh. The main thing I want to see is that Cassiopeia and Jhin really scaling the damage. If you're going to have a beefy front line, you got to have the damage when it comes to the 5v5 fights later on, and they're going to be, well, actually not that slow taking the Baron or the Drake. Kindred and Cassiopeia are both pretty good about clearing those neutral buffs. Brand will finish it over and over if he can. Brand will finish it over and over if he can brand. That's a good question. Doing well, finally on winter break. Better play League so much. Lemur, that sounds fantastic. Well, you know what, Lemur? You know what you should do? You should get a team together for next Tuesday and get a team together for the Winter Invitational Tournament coming up December 30th. We're going to have not only a $100 prize pool for the winners, but a $25 prize pool for the second place team as well. And you're a pretty darn good player. I think you could probably pull 5 people together. Your winter break starts next Friday. Oh. Oof. A little bit of oof. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 3, Team Pumkin versus Team Murder Penguins. Let's get into it. It's going to be an awesome time. I'm excited to see these junglers go head to head. And let's see what they can bring to the table for each of them.
What I honestly found interesting was that Kindred actually took Electrocute instead of some precision rune or something. You know?
Kindred took Electrocute? Oh, there we go. Okay, so, yeah, once you get past that level 4 spike when it comes to the stacks, if you get level 4 stacks, you'll be doing pretty well, and you get that extra range. I suppose triple auto attacks plus that wolf spell could be enough to get some pretty good damage down with that Electrocute. I'm really curious to see. Yeah, that's really interesting. Even Dark Harvest would have been at least decent despite its nerfs, depending on how late the game goes. Wait, is it a Bard mid lane Orianna support? Nah, Orianna stepped too far aggressively forward. It's got to be Orianna in the mid lane.
And she's got Doran's ring.
Yeah, all right. So not that crazy. I got excited. I tried to play Bard carry the other night. It wasn't that effective, mostly because the other team was really good about staying away from walls, so I couldn't stun them up or do that much damage. So it'll be interesting. Oh, he doesn't play Brand that often, says Jace's. Oh, well. It's a for fun night as, Marcus D getting hit on by that Kindred, who's playing the mid lane Kindred. Urgot in the top lane. He's sort of that minion dematerializer, so should be able to clear the way pretty fast. And Trinity just hanging out. Where are you going, crazy legippers? I think the Mystic had to go AFK for a second, which is all right. Bottom lane.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. You just like your mic got muted, I think. So you probably did that yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. All right. As Trinimir and that top lane get a little bit of damage down onto the Urgot. He's gonna take a little bit of damage back. Go ahead.
The 30% RNG critting ice. I'm gonna guess 4 autos or something. I didn't watch the whole fight.
That's all right. In the bottom lane, Jhin versus Varus. Pretty aggressive as Jhin is stepping forward, trying to get the 4th round onto Bard.
Blaze the Bard, and then Bard flashes behind the Varus, who then takes the hook for Bard.
Yeah,
What
nicely
a
done.
fork.
I love the repositioning by the Jhin to kind of step forward, make sure that Bard survived. It was a pretty hefty cost to burn, because he got a little fight in the mid lane. Alright.
Cassiopeia just clearing the second camp, already at a 3rd HP.
Staying fairly even against that Brand in the enemy team's jungle. Ooh, hook onto the Varus.
Oh, first blood goes down to Team MurderPenguins.
Oh, cat near in the mid lane.
Taken by this support.
Finishes off the Orianna. Flashed forward as well. Burn flashing into one more Twin Fangs to finish off the Orianna. Marcus D able to live for now, popping more of those potions.
Oh, Kindred flashes for the Orianna and manages to get the kill with that last auto attack flying through the air.
Beautifully done. Plays forward aggressively. Orianna was just playing really greedy, wanting those minions already down, but now going to be down even more as that wave is going to crash into the turret. A couple of those are going to be lost to the Orianna, paying for the crimes of the greed. That's 2 kills to the side already for MurderPenguins early on into the game. Kiro landed that top lane down in farm against the Tryndamere, so good, just good overall farming by the Tryndamere. He's going to force the Urgot back a little bit, take a couple of gunshots to the face, a couple more shotgun knees as well. Man, Crazyzilla Jimmer is going so aggressive.
Casually walks away with half of Urgot's health.
Nice dark passage in the bottom lane, pulls Jin to safety for now, repositioning. Always nice to use that.
Click the lantern.
You know, just make sure that if you got a support who's playing Thresh, it's not that hard.
Click the lantern.
In that mid lane, Marcus D is catching back up in farm against the Kindred, who was able to back and be able to pick up a couple of long swords with that early kill. It was a first blood, but still pretty nice to have. Another engage at the top side, but it's looking like Crazy Jumpers is just trying to shove the Urgot back, not really go for any kills at the moment. He just wants the lane to himself.
Tryndamere does have Ignite ready in case he does go in, but Urgot has... Oh, he's going in. Auto-attacking. Might flash. And there goes both his summoner spells just for 1 kill.
Nicely predicted. Setting up for that flash ignite auto attack, just really doing a good job. Not only shoves the Urgot back, but also makes the Urgot kind of playing into where I was even baited by it. He felt like he wasn't going for the
Urgot
kill.
teleported back. Attack. Oh, Urgot dashes out.
And the heal from the Tryndamere really, really strong, even at the early levels.
Tryndamere might go in here due to his ult being ready. No, that's a rest in peace.
Cap, your commander C2121. Why would you do that to us? That's alright. At the maximum, we give a 10-minute break. I don't think it's going to be necessary, but a 10-minute pause for somebody who's DC'd. And if they're still DC'd by the time that 10 minutes comes back around, then we play the game as a 4v5. It sucks. Nobody enjoys doing it, but we're going to do it anyway, unless one team decides to just surrender because they're not interested in playing a 4v5, which I completely understand. Hopefully he'll be back though, which means in the meantime we get some time to analyze these teams. Gold is fairly even between the two. Tryndamere, man, he's super aggressive on that top side. I'm really curious. Okay, so he's not going AP Trynd. I wondered. I was looking at his ability power. 0 ability power right now. That shows you he's so AP Tryndamere, he's got 0 AP.
That's obviously why he's healing so much. Oh, he's back.
My team's behind and now you want in? What's the chases?
Wait, Tryndamere, my tip is to never look at ranks and assume they're bronze.
Everyone is bronze. Honestly, everyone can play at a bronze level, regardless of what their rank is. But with the Commander Seed back, we probably will be out of pause shortly. So far in the jungle, things fairly even between the two. The Cassiopeia burned the flash earlier, trying to get the Orianna down. Neb still has his flash. He's got Smite available. Looks like he could be potentially roaming towards that top side. But mostly with his jungle fully cleared, he's probably going to be backing and then looking for somewhere to actually take some damage. My team's behind, and now you want in, and that is to Ben? Neb? So Jason, I don't understand.
The game has resumed.
I'm sitting there just staring at it, trying to figure out, trying to translate it, but I don't need to translate it. We're back to the game. I think still fairly even, as we've been talking about. Kindred in mid lane, interesting choice. I think that overall...
Brand coming in for a gank, lands all 3 abilities and takes the kill.
Oof. I completely actually missed that. I'm going to back up for half a second and watch that again real quick. Yep, 1, 2, 3, nice. A little auto attack to clean up and finish it off. Okay, speeding up to catch back up to where we were at in the game. Alright, what is your timer mark at the moment?
6-5.
6-6, 6-7, cool, we're good.
Yeah.
So, I just want to make sure that I caught up that correctly. I wanted to see what happened in that mid lane. But, in the bottom lane, 28 farm to 18, this Jhin styling on Varus.
Varus sadly misses the cannon minion.
Yeah, he's missing a lot of farm. He is a bit of a newer player, so he's still kind of learning a bit about the game and getting some experience when it comes to farming, which is an opportunity like tonight is a pretty good one to be able to just kind of sit there and work away on getting that CS. And having caught that wave, he's actually not that far behind when it comes to overall CS. Bard taking a little bit of a journey around the map, picking up some of those charms that he's able to grab, beefing himself up a little bit more. And Nova, wait, he's gonna walk into a hook by the Thresh. The Jhin actually tries to grab the lantern. Nova flayed backwards. Sorry, I'm taking over
Uses
your role.
heal, but then the speed up is cancelled by exhaust, which wears out quite quickly.
Oh.
And another KS.
If he had sidestepped that hook, that story might have been a little bit different. As Bar comes to the bottom lane, he's got pretty good damage. The Ignite comes down onto Valsler as well. The flash
The
forward from
brand
Nev.
flash into the kill. That's called a fed brand jungler. Oh, Trindamere died.
That was actually amazing by Kiroland timing that ultimate. So he throws it out, it lands, and the Trindamere is already ulting. He's in the middle of ulting, so he's not going to take any damage, except that there is a set period of time that Urgot's grinding takes place. And over the course of that duration, the Trindamere ultimate fades off, and Urgot is able to get the kill. Really well done. Now, he's still down a massive amount in farm, so that kill not going to do a whole lot to get his lane back under control. But it still feels really good. Shut them down. You're able to give a little bit of time just to focus on your farming and take just a little bit of a breather.
Thresh looking for the roam somehow went around the jungle. And, the hook lands. He's going in, throws the lantern far behind Kindred, and the Kindred E-proc did not go off.
Didn't quite
One
get
more
it,
hit.
but it burned the flash, and that's what a good, gank can do. So Marcus D won't have that the next time that Thresh wants to try to gank.
Thresh is actually looking for another gank.
Yeah, his Jhin, they see, is already back in the base and walking towards the bottom lane, which is why the Thresh can play so far aggressively. But Bard's coming around, so he might get caught for a moment as Easy Doings comes forward. Go ahead. That
The
was-
escape.
Yeah.
Kindred uses ult just to survive as Thresh throws the lantern for him to get out.
Yeah, beautifully done. The Kindred drops the ultimate, becoming invulnerable for that period of time, which allows that dark passage from that Thresh Lantern, getting the Kindred to safety. So good synergy there from the team. Gets the Kindred out. Feeling pretty good about that. Fairly even in gold. The Rift Herald close to spawning. As we see some really hard aggression from the side of Team Pumpkin. We got all 5 members besides the Orianna, so 4 members on this top side. So with Trindamere backing, it looks like they may be resetting and backing out.
Brand's actually sitting in some vision, but wait. I thought Kindred was walking up. Bard going in. Maybe stuns. Never mind. Thresh lands the hook. Goes in. Chain CCs the Varus, who has to flash out in order to try to survive, but still gets killed by the electrocute.
Everyone walking away from that curtain call from the Jhin. One of those nice things that can set up with those slows, the rest of the team to collapse. They are able to pick up another kill, so MurderPenguins is trying to get into the lead, but even though they have a lead in kills, they don't have a lead in gold, mostly due to the nice farming. This Trindamere on that top side, engaging once again onto the Urgot.
And then disengages to make sure he has enough HP.
Skirmish in the mid lane, drops the Thresh to about half. Trindamere back on that top side, continue to go aggressively, looking for the kill.
Bard going in for Thresh. No vision. Alright.
Yeah.
Wait,
Trindamere able to pick up a kill on that top side, just goes in, auto, drops the Ignite, knowing that Kirkland has no flash and no real opportunity to be able to escape, so now he's going to get some free time whacking away on that top lane turret, knocking those plates off, getting himself even further ahead in gold. He's got the Tiamat. He says, I don't need to worry about another plate because I'm just going to go ahead and clear this mini wave super quick and managed to walk away safely. So good stuff so far out of Krazilla Jimbers.
Urgot keeping in to try and save his turret. Tryndamere might get the plate. Sadly, does not get the plate. But still manages to live.
Well, for now. Okay, yeah, Urgot's going to leave it off. He thought twice about it, said Tryndamere doesn't need mana. He's not a mana champion. He's just waiting for cooldowns to come back up. There's still a slim possibility that he can trade and kill me.
Cassiopeia might be going for a gank. Never mind. Wait, actually, yeah, might be going in for a gank.
Thinking about it, Cat and Nat are off to the side, looking for maybe an opportunity. Nice death sentence from the Thresh, but Bard Ultimate's gonna stop Jin in the middle of his shot.
And Brand takes the kill. 3-0. 600 gold bounty out 12 minutes.
And they play in that mid lane, harassed down to half. But yeah, good plays by this Thresh in the bottom lane. Valser showing up strong, landing hooks multiple times over, and I think my favorite part is those dark passages. Drops the lantern in a place that most of the time his teammates can be able to grab that and participate in whatever fight is going on, whether it's chasing forward or escaping. So just an overall clean, good Thresh so far this game.
Orianna poking Kindred down at half HP. The mid-game Orianna actually, well, like middle of laning phase, Orianna is actually very good for poking, which I have learned for playing a lot of mid lane, and it can be pretty painful sometimes. Tryndamere going for the dive because he's got an ultimate, uses ult and takes the kill.
Oh,
barely surviving.
Turret shot almost takes down Krazilla Jimpers, and you can actually see the animation from Kiroland setting up for that ultimate.
Cassiopeia coming in for the kill. Tryndamere still manages to escape.
Oh, the flash forward.
Cassiopeia flash
drops
and uses the ultimate. He might die. Oh, just barely.
Yeah, good final Twin Fangs cleans him up. Neb ganking the mid lane though. We're back to another fight.
Lands all 3 abilities to blow up that Thresh. And then uses ultimate on Kindred, dealing majority of his HP.
Alright, 7 kills to 6. Good movement by Neb coming into the mid lane. Finds a kill on Thresh, who's been harassing this Orianna multiple times over, and burns the flash from the Kindred. In the top lane, what I was trying to say is the animation from the Urgot actually started on that ultimate, which if he had hit it and then immediately used it, I think he would have been able to actually kill the Tryndamere a second time. But as it is, wasn't able to quite land that ultimate, and the animation not quite there, so the Tryndamere able to get away until, of course, Cassiopeia comes in, cleans him up. Cat and Neo trying to get his first kill of the game, coming into the mid lane to try to defend against Marcus D, who at the moment 0-1-2, not having the most impactful of games. It's really been Neb in the jungle 4-0-0 that's kind of telling the story at this point.
900 gold bounty, almost at that maximum. Someone might get actually very ahead if they actually kill him somehow.
Yeah, my favorite person to see that on would probably be the Jin, as he desperately needs it. He's behind a lot, and it's going to be a little bit before he gets his first item back. Because Krazilla Jimpers in that top lane, going to find the Urgot, burn him down. He's so far ahead at this point. He's already got Blade of the Ruined King and Tiamat finished. There's not much else to say about that Urgot. He's going to finish off that top lane first tier turret as well. Giving first turret over to his team, making themselves a nice, slightly less than 2,000 gold lead.
What I actually kind of found interesting in that 1v1 was that Tryndamere has no crit items, only has passive 35% crit, and he actually managed to crit, I think, 4 autos in a row, which really chunked down that Urgot.
Oh, engage in the bottom lane. Once again, the dark passes from the Jin, or from the Thresh, setting up. Ooh, burning down the last shot, or second to last shot from the Jin.
Jin's curtain call dealing quite a lot of damage. Thresh is actually that's right.
There we go, and there's another pause. Okay, so here's the dealio, guys. If Kiroland truly left, which it sounds like he left, and he's just not interested in playing anymore, and he's out, it sounds like you're going to be playing out a 4v5, or if you want to, you can choose to surrender. You do not have, I will not force you to play out a 4v5. If you want to surrender, that's understandable. If you want to play it out 4v5, you can. These are custom games. We're not going to force somebody to play. It is a big old rip. But hopefully they can make that decision in the near future. But we can still talk about overall how this game is going as we are in that pause. Valser is just being a monster on this Thresh, doing a crazy good job with not only landing those hooks, but again and again that dark passage onto a teammate, setting up for moving forward aggressively for the team. Looks like they're going to be back into the game. Looks like another kill onto Brand.
Oh, Tryndamere actually took that second tier turret as well. Oh, Brand goes down with a double kill. But Jin claims the gold.
Yeah, call me a prediction master, but Jin is the one who gets the shutdown onto the Brand, gets that 1,000 gold. Plus, that was his third kill in a row in that bottom lane. He went from 0-0-3 to 3-0-3, so he's going to back with a mountain of gold. Feel really good about whatever items he's able to clean up. He's currently sitting on 2,700 gold. We'll see what his first item he decides to grab is. It is going to be tough for the side of MurderPenguins, as they are going to have to play out a 4v5 if they so choose to, as long as they don't decide to just go ahead and surrender the game, say it's not worth it to play that out. Let me play in that mid lane down to about half, but overall, just again, huge props to Valser on this Thresh. He's trying to escape now from the Tryndamere. Go ahead.
Oh, Kindred ult saving Thresh. Tryndamere still dealing a lot of damage. Uses the ultimate to survive for another few seconds. Managed to take a double kill and walks out alive.
Yeah, that heal was so critical. Extremely low. One more Twin Fangs might have been able to take him down from the Cassiopeia, but heals able to then spin to win to get out. Bard also coming in as a reinforcement as well. And with Team Pumkin having that extra member, they're going to have a little bit more pressure all over the map. Not sure what Valser's doing. Maybe waiting for an opportunity to grab a hook or communicating with the team as they're trying to figure out what they can do now that it's a 4v5. And from my experience playing out 4v5s, which is a very difficult thing to do, your main goal is to stall, but also to try to do one of these 1-3 compositions where you can take 3 people to try to pick off either 1 or 2 members of the enemy team and try to build up an early lead. One thing that you do get is more experience because there are fewer people that are fighting for minions, CS, and experience. So you actually scale up slightly faster than the enemy team overall. But team fights are obviously harder. Yeah, it's unlucky that the got AFK. Looks like there's some GGs as everyone decided to go ahead and surrender the game, which we'll probably see in about 3 minutes. Fun, but it's a lucky way to end. Completely agree, Evasec. It's not fun, but you gotta kind of imagine it though from the side of the person. Hero Land never played. First time on stream. First time being under the pressure of being on a stream and shoutcasted. And if their anxiety struggles with it, their anxiety struggles with it. Catinator going aggressively, forcing Orianna to flash. Steezy doinks coming in.
Bard with the Q slow, and then the Tryndamere slow as well, making Cassiopeia extra slow. Another slow from Bard.
Slows on slows on slows, and the ultimate comes through as well. It's a great escape from Cassiopeia. She gets underneath the turret, and the ultimate from Varus is going to miss as well.
Walking to the back line, and then starts walking away.
He is going aggressively. I love that escape from Cassiopeia, though, getting away from everybody. Curtain call from the Jin. We'll see if he's able to pick anybody up. Valsar super in trouble. He's going to get burned down. Neb grabs that in mid lane. Cleans it up, burning away on the Kindred as well. Nice stun. This guy's really good on this champion. 7-1-0. Good placement overall. Good use of spells. 14-9. Still probably going to see the surrender sooner than later. Yeah, what I wanted to say very well. I'll say it after the game is over. I'll say a short piece as we got to fight in that top lane.
Rift Herald going down mid, while top lane minions are pushed into the inhibitor turret, causing 2 lanes to be able to push. Tryndamere solo pushing, because he can actually 2v1 since he's so fed.
Deadless, the queue is not necessarily full, so if you want to jump in, you can, but I got to explain what we're doing after this game, as Jimper's that top side. He hasn't ulted yet, he still hasn't available.
Thresh is getting picked off. Maybe gets stunned. Oh, he got the stun. All 3 abilities landed by Brand, but Tryndamere even dashes in and just crits everybody.
That damage from Jimpers is insane. Flashes forward, chunks the Jin down. That was 2 shots, 2 autos takes him out. It looks
And
like
Rick
Team
Carroll's
Pumkin,
still pushing mid.
recognizing that they've got the advantage in champions, say, let's just go ahead and end the game. 3-man stun from the Cassiopeia. It's not going to be enough. They get the Rift Herald charge into the Nexus.
And the surrender goes
First
down.
turret there as well. That's the surrender. They can't quite finish off the Nexus, but you can see where the game was going already at the 20-minute mark. Victory for the side of Team Pumpkin, even though it is a bittersweet victory after Kiro Land left. Okay, I'm gonna say my piece very quickly, and I'm not gonna take too long on it. Most of you guys have been playing on the stream for a very long time, so you're very comfortable with how it feels to be kind of in the limelight, have everything that you do judged. Your good plays, your bad plays, your successes, your failures, when things are feeling really good and when they're not. You know what it's like to at least some extent. Even if you're on the newer side, you've done it before. Kiro was brand new. He'd never played before. He had no idea what it was like to be able to be played in a game. And knowing that there are 25 people out there that are potentially watching you struggle in that top lane, that can get pretty serious. That can feel very, very rough. And it's not something that we want somebody to have to suffer through a 45 or 30-minute game dealing with that. And so even though it sucks for the other 9 players that the game kind of wrapped up fairly quickly, we do want to say a gracious Kiro Land. We hope that you do well in future games. You do not have to come back and play on the stream. You're more than welcome to come and watch if it's entertaining to you. But if it's not the place for you to play, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good and understandable. And hey, for those of you that it was a short game, Valser, Steezy Doinks, Crazilla Jimpers, Marcus D, a lot of you guys are new as well. This is not the only game we're going to do. We do this every single Tuesday and Thursday. There's lots more opportunities to play.
And sometimes even other days.
Right, we try to fill in some other days. I think we had a Monday not terribly long ago that we threw in. So Otter also cast a couple times. Keep your eyes on the Discord. That'll keep you informed as to when we're doing stuff. So, exactly. Kind of fun. You got to go to sleep. Have a second. Go to bed. Get your good night.